So check out this awesome script that I made. It's called an auto Greeble script. And what a Greeble does is that for an object, for every single vertex point on the object, there's going to be like like sub objects basically. So I'll show you what I mean. So let's make like a torus. And I'm going to scale it up a little bit, freeze the transformations, just like usual. Let's do this. Okay, cool. So on this torus, let's say that I want a bunch of cubes everywhere. So I'm going to create, let's just make a cube here. Make a cube. And this cube, I'm going to be putting this as red, right? So using the paint vertex weight tools, rather than I mean paint vertex color tool, that's what I meant to say. We're going to be painting this red, this whole thing. You can actually flood it. And that makes it so that every single thing, every single vertex that's red, there's going to be a cube, right? So if I press this button here, oh, right. If I press this button here, we're going to get a bunch of cubes for every single vertex, right? And the fun part about this is that you can actually make it so that the scale is different. So right now the scale is at 1, so it's uniform, so it all looks like very smooth, but you can make it like, let's say 0.5, and let's make it 1.2. Now when you greeble it, it's going to look a little bit more interesting, like visually. It'll give more of a sense of like the entire object has more scale, right? So like let's say that I hide this object here. You got like a hadron collider or something, like something interesting like that. It's like this cool tunnel thing. So it's just supposed to make the modeling workflow a little bit easier. Um, but you can actually do more with it than just that, right? So if I make another torus, I just like using toruses for some reason. It's more fun. So let's just say that I want to have different objects. I want to have a cube for some of the vertex. I want more of like a rectangle for other objects, so like this one. And let's say I want like a pyramid for a third object. What I can do is set all of these. Yeah, so what I just did is I made all the pivot points made on the bottom, so it'll all go from like it'll rotate from the bottom. So let's say that I want this to be red. This is like a skyscraper. Let's just say this is like a house, and this is a pyramid or a cat or something. I don't know. We can make it so that this this torus will have different objects on it. So let's say I want all the buildings to be along this side of the torus. I want the buildings to be on the top, like that. Maybe on the inside as well. And then all the pyramids are going to go on the very bottom. Right? What will happen, and I also increase the rotation a little bit. So when I greeble it, I expect that all the skyscrapers will go here. Probably important to freeze the transformations on my other objects as well, so that's what I forgot to do. Let's freeze those. Alright, so go. You have red skyscrapers are all going to be on the red. You got these houses here, which are on green, and you got the pyramids, which are on blue. So the idea is that it's not just like, just a default cube that you're making. Like the idea is that this is like a really like high poly or low poly or whatever it is model that you've properly textured and UV'd and everything. And now you want to put that on like I don't know, a starship or something, or a building or whatever else, right? Whatever you want it's whatever you want. It's 3D, right? The possibilities are endless. So there's lots of stuff you can do with this script. It's a lot of fun. And let me know what you think. See you next time.